Welcome back, and just quickly, let me just throw this poke, Demola. Demola, you're a member of NIPR, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Eh?
I am.
Don't lie, you. Okay,
But
tell me, what is the theme? What is the theme for this year's World?
Not an active member. Not
Okay,
an
let me
active
tell you.
member.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yes,
The theme for
yes.
this year's World PR Day is building bridges, navigating global polarization. I said so. I said so. I told you. So please go ahead. Let's welcome our guests quickly.
All right, we have in the studio this morning to discuss this is Dr. Peter Oyeneye. He is the fellow Nigeria Institute of Public Relations, Chairman Conference of PR Professionals in Tertiary Institutions, and Chief Executive, Advanced Management Academy. Dr. Oyeneye, it's good to have you join us on Good Morning Nigeria.
Thank you very much, and good morning, Nigerians.
Yes.
Okay, Claire, since you have the details, let me allow you to shoot the first shot.
Okay. Let's. We really don't have much time.
Yeah.
I wish we had enough time, but let's delve straight into the topic, because it's quite germane, and it's spot on. When you talk about polarization, global polarization, I mean, this topic cannot be more apt than now. But talk to us about it. What informed it from the PR perspective?
Okay, when we talk about building bridges, navigating polarization, it's because we know that a lot of challenges are out there in the world. Countries fighting countries, even families fighting families. But the job of public relations is to bring about cohesion, is to bring about relationship, is to bring about understanding. And this cannot happen except I talk to you and you talk to me. And that is why we said this year, let's look at how to bring people together, how to bring nations together, how to bring families together. And there's no way to do it except to go through the public relations route. And because in public relations, we talk about two-way communication, okay? I talk to you, you listen to me, you also respond to me, okay? And if you look at our country today, there are people who feel that, we don't know what is happening, why are we moving that way and the rest of it. It's because a lot of people are not listening. But NIPR is now saying that it's time to listen to ourselves, okay? We must build this nation. It's the only nation we have. People can jackpot, there's no problem. I don't have problem about people who jackpot. Let them go there, but they must go there and do good and represent us well. It's a big brand we have.
I'm just wondering, because you talked about building bridges across nations, across families. Isn't the context too wide? Why already the bridges at the family level is broken? So, I mean, starting from there, wouldn't it be a first step?
Okay, we're talking about World Public Relations Day. Okay. So that is why we're going wider, okay? It's global. It's global. Okay, and I accept that actually we start from the family and we keep moving and moving and moving. Because if the man or the woman or the children are not properly taken care of, if they do not have good relationship with themselves, they will take it to their offices. They will take it to their schools. Precisely. And that is why public relations professionals around the world today, we're saying, let's build bridges. Let's navigate the polarization. We know that we are not equal. We are not the same. It's just like when we look at the tips of our fingers, okay? They are not the same. They are not equal. Okay? So what you believe in may not be what I believe in. But live and let me live. You understand? And you live and I will live when I listen to you, when you talk, when we connect. Okay? And that was why a few years ago, the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations had to organize the Citizen Summit. We're traveling from every part of the country, from one state to the other, listening to people. What are your challenges? What should we do about it? And a lot of people talked. They opened up. And a document was submitted to the federal government. And we are still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Claire, you remember was it last week we talked about national cohesion? Okay. And this is part of what we are talking about now, building bridges and public relations is used to rebuild, to rebuild trust in Nigeria's public institutions and so on and so forth. So how do you apply empathy and ethical communication how do we do that in our day-to-day, public practice?
Okay, talking about empathy, okay, see, it's also the same thing about listening to others, allowing others to talk to you, because you will never understand me until you listen to me. Okay, and that is why I like the program. The NYC program says if you were born in Lagos, probably you schooled in Anambra, go to maybe Jos and serve the nation. You understand? What was the government trying to do then and still doing now is to take us to different parts of the country so that we can have cohesion. You understand? So that the Yoruba man can understand. When we were, as a very young person living in Lagos, the moment they talk about the north, you believe that everybody in the north is Hausa. But now, coming out here now, in the north they have this tribe, they have that one, they have the other one. So the northerners as well should go to the south, the southerners should go to the east, the easterners should go to the west, and we will understand ourselves better. And that is why I've come to realize that people who have traveled, who have lived in different parts of the country, they are more open, they are more understanding than those of us who just live. We're born in that place, we went to school there, we married there, probably we died there.
I agree with you. I agree with you, and I'm sure. But let me ask again, because I had the privilege of, going through, the content of what the event is going to be like. And I saw quite a number of content creators and influencers. I saw people like Mercy Eke of, Big Brother and I'm just wondering what specific role they will play in this event, because if you look at this category of content creators and influencers, the objective is for profit, mostly get many likes, make profit and go. How would this conference convince an influencer like someone who goes by the name Funny Dancer, who mimics, people living, people with disabilities and all that, which is not societal, which is not acceptable, in our society and all that. How do you convince these people?
Okay, thank you very much. We talk about diversity, we talk about inclusion, we talk about equity. Number one, you can't force people to follow your route. But you can advise. You can say, no, this is what we should do. And let me tell you something. Sometimes people do what they do because that is the only thing they know how to do. But when you give them the alternative and give them the benefit of this alternative, they may buy what you are selling. Now, there are a lot of content creators out there. There are wonderful ones and the rest of them. And I'm very excited about the world today, the globalization, because it has given a lot of people jobs that government would not have been able to give to them. Even private sector would not have been able to give. Individually, they have created something for themselves. But what you do is that you are likely to have the good, the bad, and the ugly. But in public relations, in NIPR, we're going to keep talking that we have a nation. Let's build this nation. It's a big nation. Look at the sheer population. These are the benefits we have as a country, and we must seize those benefits. I've traveled to a few countries, and I know places that are not as big as Abuja. Countries that are not as big as Abuja. I went to a country, maybe they can't afford it, okay? There's nothing like express. It faced me, I face you as you drive in the capital. You understand the logic, okay? So we have a big country here, and then we should come together to build it.
Okay, I'm going to ask you another follow-up question. I mean, like we said, this is a very apt topic. Sure. But we have in different parts of the country, where you have crises, where people are fighting against themselves and all that. How can PR be used as a strategic tool in de-escalating this, crisis in these areas?
That is
reducing and polarizing.
Reducing political tension.
Exactly.
Ethnic tension.
Is there an area where we have applied PR and it has worked?
Very well. Now let's start with the Nigerian Ministry of Public Relations is in relationship with the Federal Ministry of Information and Orientation. We also have a relationship with the National Orientation Agency. We've been telling people, see, we are better together. Because what you cannot do, I can do it. It's just like your fingers, okay? The big one, the small one, the tiny one. Where the big one cannot enter, the tiny one can enter it, okay? we're telling people it won't be country. Do you know there are some Hausa people who were born in Lagos, is it Maitu or Ketu or wherever? They were born there.
Yeah,
They may be Abdullahi, Musa, and what have you. They speak Yoruba more than some Yoruba guys. Okay? Do you want to approach them? No. There are Yorubas born. When I lived in Jos, my landlord was born in Jos. He's an Ogbomoso man. You understand? And now, this is what NIPR has been talking. When we organize the Citizen Summit, we're saying that, see, let people be. Okay? We are not saying that we are going to think the same way. But you go your way, I go my way. I do. But we have areas where we do stuff together, and we have to keep doing that. And that is why NIPR organizes conferences. We have conventions where people attend, and we talk about the need to see Nigeria as number one. And all our other interests will come under the interest of one Nigeria. Because you imagine, I have watched some films on war, okay, those World War I, II. You see people, the way people are running, you leave your children, you leave everything. So we don't want to experience that, okay? And in places where we have issues, there is a need for discussion. And we say, why not let's Jojo instead of war? Because even when you war, you must come back and Jojo. But let's start with Jojo. Let's talk.
Okay. Let's look at some of these challenges, because you can't do all these things without, encountering some, challenges on the way in. So tell us, what challenges do Nigerian PR professionals face when trying to promote, let's say, clarity, unity in so much a divided environment? Okay,
the first challenge we have is the issue of non-professionals who want to practice at all cost. And we thank God that the NIPR is up to that, okay? We've been doing advocacy, telling organizations, leaders, and the rest of them that don't employ somebody who is not qualified, who is not a member of the institute. The law gives NIPR the power to determine who is qualified, who is not qualified, what examination they should write, what qualification they should possess. Okay, that is one, and we are actually solving that problem. The second challenge is that of citizen journalism. You understand? There used to be a time where you knew all the television stations, all the radio stations, all the newspapers. Okay, you knew all the columnists and the rest of them. But today, they are in billions. Any small boy can sit in any part of the world and just write something. And before you know it, others will copy and be pasting and be sharing, okay, and it's fake. Okay, that is one challenge.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. But we have been telling our members that you must also be on your toes, okay? Because you must be there. You must be on the social media so that you know what is happening and you can respond. Because it is when you do not respond, what has been sent out will be bought by people and they will go with it. And let me add another. The other one is the issue of training and retraining. We have always been telling our members, and that is why NIPR organizes a lot of training. We have to be trained. Do you know what we learned in school? Some of us who read mass communication and the rest of them, everything has changed. Okay? It has changed.
Because
so there is a need, yes. So there is a need to keep training and retraining.
In line with this training, before you give us the program guide, like where is this holding, what is going to happen, what are we expecting? I'm just wondering, again, with the influencers, do you think it's wise to actually contemplate providing a kind of ethics code, to guide these influencers, especially when we're having to deal with issues that, touch on our, our nation and our national unity?
Okay. Yes, actually, the NIPR, we have our own code of professional conduct. They are not members of NIPR.
Exactly.
Like I said, when I talk about citizen journalism, it means everybody does whatever he likes. They write and they do the rest of them. But what we can do at NIPR is to continue to work with Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation and the National Orientation Agency as well to educate these people. We can organize programs for them. We organize programs for all manner of people. It's not just our members. We can organize programs so that they will understand Nigeria. They will understand the power of the word. The word is so powerful. When you drop it, you can pack it. Okay, that is what we've got to do. And I'm sure the Federal Ministry of Information, the minister is very interested in all of this. They will back us up.
So who are we expecting to see? Where is it taking place?
Okay, so tell us about the program.
Okay, now, the program is not just a program holding just in Abuja. Okay, every state of the country. Okay, different chapters of NIPR are having one program or the other one. Some of them are physical, on site. Some of them are webinars and what have you. So, as you are like I'm on television, it's part of the program. Okay. Later in the day at 11 o'clock, some people at 12, some people at 1, some at 4. Program of different kinds will be taking place around the country. And it's not ending today. It's continuing tomorrow, Wednesday. It goes on and on. There are,
for how long is it?
It's a day. Today is a day. But even before today, we had started, okay? Because, it's a big country, it's a big world, okay? It has started, and it will run for more than 1 week, actually. People will keep writing. People will keep talking about the need to navigate polarization.
Is the online participation?
It's very open. The moment you belong to any WhatsApp group or the other one, you see the link and you can join.
Tell us the collaboration between the NIPR and other media organizations and other organizations in relations to all this.
You mean like the NTA?
Yes. I know Claire will talk about NTA. Now, actually, one thing is that I want to really appreciate the management of NTA and also management of other media organizations that have been supporting NIPR and supporting the Nigeria project. Okay, the Nigeria project is a huge project, and we have to support it. I know NIPR, we don't have a TV station for now. Okay, it is you that will give us the exposure. Okay, so we have all the television stations, the radio station, then the social media platforms as well. These are the media we're using to get across to people. But one thing is that Nigeria is a good country. Let's build it together. Whether you are a public relations person or not.
Dr. Peter Oyeneye.
There's a meeting every Wednesday, last Wednesday.
Yes, last Wednesday of the month at Bolingo Hotel in Abuja.
You don't know,
Claire,
you're not an active member, so
please
you won't
remind me
so
now.
you have to. All right. Dr. Peter Oyeneye, fellow Nigeria Institute of Public Relations, Chairman, Conference of PR Professionals in Tertiary Institutions, and of course, Chief Executive, Advanced Management Academy here in Abuja. Thank you very much for coming to share these insights with us.
You're welcome.
Good Morning,
Claire.
Nigeria, and we wish you a successful World PR Day.
Thank you very much.
All right, and that's Good Morning, Nigeria for today. I thank you for watching. Please keep the peace. Be a patriot. Be a patriotic Nigeria. I am Claire Adilabo Abdurazak. God bless Nigeria always.
And I'm Ademola Adeye. Do have a lovely day.